Computer. All right, looking like we're live. So, hi everyone. I am Adam Fulmore. I'm an intuitive energy healer. I specialize in helping people overcome chronic illnesses all over the world through distance energy healing. I do that by scanning people's bodies with my intuition to find the root cause. And then I communicate with their body and essentially sort of the universal energy life force to find out what's best for this person that needs to be done to help them heal and overcome whatever they're dealing with. So today I have Gloria with me, and she won a distance energy healing, which I do a draw each month, and you can enter that at intuitivehealthsolutions.com. And yeah, so I'll just now pass it on to you, Gloria. So what is the number one thing that you'd like addressed or healed in your life?
Okay, so I've had IBS for about 10 years now. And I've had periods where it's gone worse and then it's gotten better. Actually, it got better a couple of years ago. I was actually off work for about a year and a half, and it was actually really good. I think because I was cooking a lot of my own food and, stress was very minimal, but I went back to work and it seems like my guts just kind of went went back to where they were. So the kind of constant IBS it keeps me up at night, which I think is the worst part. So I'm constantly
Mm,
tired. And kind of along with that, so this is also my 10-year wedding anniversary, which is kind of, yeah, good, interesting. But I've seemed to have a lot of up and downs and just frustrations. Um, and I've essentially like wanted to leave, but I think, looking at it long term, I don't think I ever will. And there's no real concrete reason for me to do it. I just feel like on some level, I'm kind of afraid of a level of commitment or something. And I honestly feel like the IBS and the marriage stuff is totally related.
okay. Since going back to work, have you changed your diet at all? Like, or are you still eating really well? Like,
I eat out a lot more.
yeah.
So I tend to, like, if I eat out at lunch at work, I tend to eat at the State Culinary Institute, which is, you know, chefs and stuff, which is good. But they're probably using some ingredients that might set me off. Yeah. So, and even last night for dinner, I went to like Edo Japan, which is kind of bad. But yeah, so I'm eating out a lot more. So I'm probably not eating as well as I could.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like, yeah, do a scan on your body and see what I see
Okay.
going on here. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to tune into you here now. So yeah, the first thing I'm seeing is sort of like an energy block in your sacral chakra, which is an energy center like in the lower abdomen. Are you familiar with chakras at all? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Which has a lot to do with, yeah, digestion, obviously our sexuality, our relationships. So so you're probably bang on with you feeling like, yeah, like these things are related. Yeah. Cause it's like,
Mhm.
so I'm just going to see what needs to be done to sort of get this blockage moved out. First of all, there, that definitely feels like a very like painful um, blockage that's sort of being stored there.
Mhm.
Um, so what you can do while I'm doing this is just close your eyes and sort of put your awareness on your body just to notice what you feel, especially in
Mhm.
that lower abdomen area, because you may get
Yeah.
some thoughts or images or feelings that could be beneficial for you to like assist with your own healing.
Mhm.
I'm just going to help open that area up now here. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of sort of toxic type energy, sort of fear and anger seems to be all coming out of that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sort of a lot of sort of emotion just got shoved down. in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to help to strengthen that area up now here. I'm hearing about really, also too, about really strengthening this area up is creating a better foundation for yourself. And this maybe, yeah, to do with what we were even talking about earlier about diet and exercise even too. I'm not sure what your exercise regime is like, but it's definitely seeming like you need to get a more stronger foundation for yourself
Mm-hmm.
in those areas. It's helping to also sort of clean up your nervous system, brain, and stuff too, about all the stress that it sort of can see how it sort of went up into the brain and such, like in the and all the nerves that go up from the digestive system. So just helping to relax those and clean them up here as well. Which seems like it may, like from the stress might have been like inhibiting you from like sort of accepting sort of like higher guidance at times. Are you sort of doubting it because it's sort of, I could see like your crown chakra, like sort of the wisdom center got a little bit crunched as well here from
Mm-hmm.
this, from the stress. Right. Seems like too, like partly why you may like shove those emotions down is like you may not always feel comfortable expressing them. So you're shoving them sort of down into the gut essentially, and then the gut's like not able to process them. So I'm just going to help to open up your heart space too to feel more comfortable, like being able to express yourself if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, message I'm getting for you is about just needing to accept all of yourself. So there might be parts of yourself you don't fully accept, but it's, yeah, it's really important for you just to accept every aspect of yourself, because whether that be a physical, mental, emotional aspect of yourself, like that you might be like having, like you don't fully accept, but just to really like sort of embrace all of yourself, because sort of put that into your mind right now and just like, I accept all of me, and see how that makes you feel. Like, what does that sort of bring up for you? Like
It's
if
like,
it,
ooh, find in there. Hmm.
does it bring up any uncomfortable feelings or thoughts at all?
Yeah, it's like wariness.
Yeah. So just go sort of go into that wariness and really like to try and just observe it, and like, just is it something that's benefiting you? Is it like really serving you? And it's like at all. And if you're like Nope, it's not. So just let that go. Just
Okay.
that's looking a lot better now. Yeah, it's just like, do you feel different now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I felt it at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, yeah. So that passed. So it can be, sometimes it can be really easy to let things go. Yeah. Especially when we can sort of like come look at it sort of from like a higher perspective. It's like, yeah, it's just old sort of
Yeah. No longer serves.
programming. Yeah. And it's just like, especially when you're in a calmer place. Yeah. You can observe it. Like, and say, yep, this
Hmm.
is not helping me. So just let it
Yeah.
go. And it's like, you have the power to definitely let anything go or take anything on that you want, really. And it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
about recognizing it and then deciding, like, okay, I'm not going to carry this anymore. It's just like something, if you were carrying something in your pocket you didn't want, or a backpack, it's like as simple as just taking that out and
Yeah.
tossing it. Um, Seeing how are you feeling now overall?
Hmm. A little lighter, like even in the gut, like in the lower gut, like there's this one spot. I almost feel like there's no energy there. So when you first started, it was almost like a bit of warmth kind of came in, and so that was kind of good. And um, yeah, just like the something that I was ignoring or wanting to push aside. Like I kind of imagined a dark attic, and there was a chest, and it was all really dark. And then I like opened the window, and the lights kind of came on. It's like, okay, no, it's clean now, and it's good. So yeah, no, it feels a lot better. And yeah, just even the heart kind of was like, I could take a bigger breath and stuff. So it's good.
Good. Is there any sort of uncomfortable feelings in your sort of gut area that you're aware of that you can feel?
It's I feel like it's opened up a little bit, but there's still like I
Where do
feel
you feel it? Like, where would you say you feel like sort of uncomfortableness still?
um yeah, lower, like almost lower right abdomen, kind of just inside of my hip bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just straight in
Right.
there.
Let's take a look and see what's going on there here. Yeah. Do you have your appendix or is it being taken out?
No, I have it.
Okay. Because that's where your appendix is, and I'm just communicating with it, and it's saying that it's not happy. So it's
I
like,
know.
I'm just seeing why it is here. Yeah, it just feels like there's something really shoved deep inside there. So it's like, I'm just
Yeah.
going to help to open up the energy flow in there and see what come and just clear out whatever wants to come out of there here. Yeah, it just seems like some more emotions this time. It seems like more sadness and despair really shoved sort of deep in there. And then I'm just going to put some energy in there to help to strengthen it up. How about now? How's that your abdomen feeling now, especially in that lower right side?
Yeah, a little bit better. It was almost like I feel like this kind of like dark rock, and it's almost like it kind of just moved a little bit. And
Is there
yeah,
still some tightness or uncomfortability in your
yeah,
abdomen?
there is still a little bit like
Where do you feel that?
it's almost a little bit further in. Um, so before it was kind of like an inch or two from my hip bone. Now it's more like 3 inches and maybe a little further down. Um,
So you're going to check your reproductive system because that's sounding more like most reproductive area. Because I was looking at your intestines and they looked good here. So There just seems to be almost like a hot energy on your sort of, especially the right fallopian tube. So I'm just hoping to just your body to release that sort of really hot energy stored in there.
Mhm.
How about now? How's your abdomen feeling?
Yeah, yeah, I felt like heat being kind of released. Yeah,
Any tension or discomfort that you can notice now?
it's almost like just, yeah, like things are just kind of dissipating and moving.
Yep. Okay. So good. So that's a good sign. Definitely things are moving more. I'm just going to do another scan on there, seeing if anything else is jumping out at me here. Yeah, there's just a lot of like sort of stored stress your body is releasing now. So I'm just going to help sort of ground that out here because it looks like there's a ton, like you're saying, a lot of energy moving now, all bubbling up to the surface. And what about now? How are you feeling?
Yeah, better. It was almost like just before you started that, like it was like my pants were too tight. I'm like, okay, I gotta loosen them a little bit, and yeah, just to breathe deeper and yeah.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, so we're pretty much all finished here. Do you have any questions or comments before we finish up?
No, free healings are awesome.
All
Hope for
right.
more.
All right.
Cool.
Excellent. Well, have an amazing day and yeah, we'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks, Adam.
Yep.
Okay,
Take care.
bye.
Bye.